I think we're live. I don't know, maybe we are. We're currently sitting on a beautiful VSR here in the Bay of Islands, getting ready for the first Bangin the Corners Cup of the series of the week. This is a huge test and a trial. We have no clue if we're going to be able to make this work. These foiling machines are so fast and we're in a bit of a sheltered, protected area, so hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, finally getting joined by the man himself, Randy Cunningham, who
Sorry, my flight was late.
Who invented Banging the Corners, and he's going to give us a really quick rundown, but you have got literally like 30 seconds to describe what's going to happen.
So what we do is we go around that mark around there, we jibe around it, down to the bottom where we just harden up, we go around here, we tack around this mark at the top, scream and reach back over to mark number 1 where they'll tack, and come back through the start-finish line where they started and finished from. So that's pretty much it. We're about to go off in the Waszps. There's about 4 or 5 Waszps that are young kids that are really keen to have a crack at this. This is all a practice for tomorrow, so if we get it wrong, turn off and watch Home and Away or something. We don't really care. Now stay with us because we're going to try and get it sorted out for you.
We are going to try. So what you need to do is put that microphone closer to your mouth.
Hello.
Not that loud. We don't want to hear that much of you. Come on, calm down.
So we've got who we have out here at the moment. We have Callum Rochford. We have young Teddy, the superstar Teddy Howery.
Now, he was the youngest ever winner of Banging the Corners 2019.
Ever. No, ever. Not 2019.
Well, no, he won it in 2019, yes. The youngest ever.
We also have a couple of young ladies. We've got Emily Back, 2247. She's out here. We have 2113, which is Sean Herbert. Apparently he's a bit of a rock star.
Rumour has it that he is the next Peter Burling.
Oh, well, there you go. I think there's only one Peter Burling, but if he's the next one, good luck to him. And we have 2189, which is also a young lady. We'll pick her up in a minute. 2140 is out here. That's Teddy. So we're going to get close, and you can see here the Waszps are starting to rack up. We have 5 competitors. I think we might have lost one out of that last race, so we've got 5 on the starting line.
A couple of them have said that they're a little bit too knackered to do Banging the Corners Cup. It is an athletic.
Elise Beavis is 2169 for those of you at home playing at home. She is the one in the pink sail. So a couple of black sails, 3 black sails, a red sail, a pink sail. So we should be able to get that sorted. We're getting close to a start. Callum Rochford in number 6 is up and foiling first. Will he nail his time on distance here? That's the most important thing. Has he gone off early? Can't be early. No, he smoked it.
Everybody clear on that start.
2213 is next, and that's Shawnee Herbert, the next Peter Burling apparently.
And then followed by Elise Beavis, who is the brains behind Team New Zealand.
Teddy's doing all right there. The other female competitor, she didn't have a great start, so she's not up and foiling at this stage. But young Callum Rochford showing a clean pair of foils there to be leading into the first mark with the next Peter Burling right up behind him. So
let's call him Sean Herbert, okay?
Okay, let's call him Sean then.
So we're going to try to get as close to this action as we possibly can.
Jibe. No, he screwed the jibe up.
Oh.
Young Burling has done a good job on the jibe. We're just spinning around here on the boat.
Holy shivers. Oh no, and Teddy has had a crash. Teddy has had a crash.
Out. Young Peter Burling, the next Peter Burling, Sean, he's done a good job there on the jibe. So Callum needs to sort his jibes out a bit. He's got good straight line speed, but his manoeuvres are a little bit slack.
I tell you who is doing well is Elise Beavis. You know,
now they just come down to the bottom here and they'll just harden up.
You don't want to talk about Elise? I was just talking about Elise. She's doing really well.
Couldn't hear because of the motor noise. Elise is going great guns.
Oh, Sean nearly put it in there, but he managed to recover.
Callum in second. Young Elise, look at her go. Chasing the boys hard. She's not scared to give it a crack. So at this stage, it is Sean, and then Callan, and then Elise. Go girl, we want Elise to take one of the positions off these boys.
Now, I don't know if our motor noise is too strong here, so we may actually move to the front of the boat. But getting some great shots there of Elise Beavis. Absolutely ripping it up. Go Elise! So we're going to move to the...
great guns. Just pull up here, Mr. Driver. We'll watch him spin around, so...
Hopefully that's helped with a little bit of
Herbert, 2113, in and around, good tack. Foiling tack there in light airs, well done. Callum needs to nail his. And not too bad, sat it down, but it's Sean.
Oh no!
That's a beautiful looking wasp too. I think as far as wasp goes, that's one of the nicest ones I reckon I've seen. Here comes Elise. Can she get him? Come on, Elise. Oh, she's fallen off the foils. The pressure got to her.
I think it might have been your voice that put her off a little bit there.
Kalen. We've got to call him. I was calling him Kalen. It's Kalen.
Kalen.
He's swinging off that thing hard now.
But it was Sean Herbert.
Sean Herbert, he's gone.
Gone.
Daylight for second, then Daylight for third because young Elise couldn't handle the pressure. Teddy's coming into fourth. Our fifth competitor is making her way up to the first mark. We might just hold here if we can and call the action coming into the finish. Oh, he's gone! Absolutely sat it down. What are you doing there, Kalen? You got this over the backside here, camera lady. We've got a bit of action with Kalen putting in the PISS, which opens a door for that young lady to take second. This is the pressure of Bangin the Corners Cup racing.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of pressure on board this rib here as well. Do you want to just sit down?
I'm trying to sit down.
You tell you what, you are rocking and rolling this boat on the bow.
Sean is up and around first, and a young Elise, she is in second because this lunatic right in front of us couldn't handle the pace and stacked it. Come on, Teddy, beat him! Here comes Teddy, we'll be able to beat Kalen as well. Come on, Teddy, we're rooting for you, son! Oh, Kalen's blown up, he's lost the plot. He's gone from second to a clear fourth, and maybe our other female competitor, she might even come back and get another position on him. But Sean Herbert won it easy. And here's Elise. Let's give Elise a little bit of a
All
How
right.
you doing? Look at this, Elise coming in. NZL 2169 in for what looked like she was going to be nowhere near number 2, and she's nailed it. Good job.
Well, that's the thing about Banging the Corners is that basically if you start first, chances are you're not going to finish first, and that's what we saw unfold here in the first.
It happens every time, doesn't it? It happens every single time. It's all about pressure.
Tell you what, the pressure is getting to me because we've got the wind foilers that are just about to line up. Once we get these last few Waszps cross the finish line, then we're back into it with the wind foilers. Now tell me, you saw some great action out on the water today for some racing. Was there, how many swims did you see?
Plenty. Heaps. There were swims
Heaps on?
everywhere, yep. First day of the regatta, everyone's a little bit rusty, and we had some boats tipping over, we had some wind foils doing some pretty spectacular crashes, heaps of stacks in the Waszps, and the kite boards were just going 100 miles an hour like this bloke is here. Young fella,
He's
young
just a
Wigglesworthy.
kid.
Yeah, I know, he's about 11.
Far out.
Get that up, yeah. There's
These guys put me
there's
to
Kalen
shame.
going over now, who was in clear second and had an absolute brain hemorrhage and lost it. So he's coming over for, looks like 4th spot. No good.
Are we good there though? Excellent. Hey, tell me
NZL
what else.
2247. We'll just get this young lady. It's Emily back.
Yeah.
So well done, Emily. Good job.
So tell me what else happened out there today. Was there much wildlife?
No wildlife. We didn't see anything apart from some birds chopping at some fish. There was no
No orcas.
no fish, no big blackfish.
No big blackfish.
No, it was pretty sedate. It was actually nice. The breeze came up quite nice, and we're into this afternoon sort of set up here now, and the breeze is dying, which is a bit of a shame because.
But we've got, this is day 1 of 7 days, so tomorrow we've still got 6 days
I
left
think
of
we
this.
just should scrub the whole rest of the week
And just
Bangin
do
corner
this.
racing.
Yeah, I reckon. Who is in
Start
for
at
that?
12, finish at 4.
Vote now.
Yeah. Vote with your feet. If you want it, press like and share. If you don't want it, press like and share.
Yeah, that made sense. So basically what you're saying is let's can nationals and just do this.
Correct. Too much organising all the other rubbish.
I mean, how long
This
did
is
this
easy.
take to organise? What, 3 minutes?
2.5.
Oh,
At best, here he is, the young.
So-
next Peter Burling.
Sean Herbert,
You
otherwise
can't put that
known.
on the young kid. He might be good, but God, you can't say he's the next. It's like saying he's the next Sean Herbert.
I do believe. Whoa, hang on. How long have we got now? We should probably be paying attention,
1
shouldn't we?
minute we've got, and we're going 1 minute we got, and it's going to be the lunatics in the kites.
These kite lunatics. And the thing is that's really surprising is how many kids are in these kites.
I know, little 12-year-old, like little Wigglesworthy here. Little 12-year-old just coming out here, just look at him.
Just owning
I think I
it.
said it last year. What were you doing when you were 12? Certainly weren't out
That was not kite foiling.
cracking around on a foiling kite.
All right, here comes a kite right at us.
And the funny thing is, his old man's out in here as well. His old man can't tack. But he goes up and he jibes all the time.
This guy here, Rob's Hilkemer, he had a coach lined up for 4 days of training. And unfortunately his coach pulled out when he realised that Rob's may not have been at the top of the fleet. It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
There you going there, superstar.
The thing is though, he is out here, he is doing it, and he looks the part. Number 5, Rob's Hilkemer. All over it.
He's a local coach here, isn't he?
He is a local coach at the Bay of Islands Yacht Club.
Up here at the beautiful Bay of Islands in, what do you call it, Northland?
Northland.
Northland. Yeah, we're under a minute. Under a minute to go for the race number 1 of the 2020 Bangin the Corners Cup.
There is Lucas. What a superstar. Now you know who we're missing.
Yeah, I
know. Oh, who are we missing?
I know, because you haven't been blushing.
We're missing
Sam,
none other than
the man's not up here,
Bullock.
Apparently he's entered.
He's coming up on the weekend.
He's entered, so
Don't
you'll be
you
right.
worry.
You'll be able to get your Sam fix when he turns up.
Oh, stop it.
And you'll be all over that.
But we've also got Justina Kitchen. She is here as well. She is vying for that elusive Olympic spot when the Kites get to race at the Olympic Games.
She's a fast, not just a fast female on the water, she's a fast kiteboarder.
She's so good.
She's bloody good. Anyway, here we go. That's Justina in the yellow helmet. Lucas is in the red helmet, and I'm assuming these
we are
two
ready to
are
hold
have a
on
good
tight.
crack at it. Lucas goes. Young Wigglesworth had a good start at the top there, and he's sending it with him. He's trying to stay with him. He's got a small kite. He's got a little 10 on board, and he's holding on. He needs to nail this drive. Have a go at him. He is absolutely launched.
He is 11 years old, up against Justina.
There goes Lucas in the round for his first jibe. Justina's setting herself up for a jibe. Young Robs is... Oh, the little fella can't. Oh, Justina's blown a jibe. Here it is. It opens the door and the kite's collapsed. She's in all sorts. This is what... Oh, the little kid just got ramped. Absolutely ramped. He had to go... Tried to go below us, seeing that the kite was collapsed. And he just couldn't sort it out. So we've had an absolute explosion here on the first mark.
Now, we just need to watch our heads.
Robs has come from nowhere. And he's going to be in second spot. Get into it, son.
Look at that.
So that's what it does. Pressure.
The
pressure of the Bangin the Corners Cup. One of the best female kiteboarders in the world. She's in the top 10 quite regularly, and she can't handle it.
Maybe, I think that's a bit harsh. I think she can handle it better than you.
Can't handle the pressure of Bangin the Corners. So look at Robs, he's in it. He's in this deep now. He's pretty low out of that mark. He's got a bit of pressure from, not sure who this is because I can't pick up his number on his bib. I think this guy was going all right actually in the races today. So
okay, so we need to point out Lucas has just taken the lead nicely and is just slamming it all over the front of the course.
This is the race for second, which will stick on this race.
So the guy in the black helmet,
this
yellow kite black helmet.
Yep.
Don't know his name, but we've got Rob's Hilkemer in number 5 coming up in 3rd.
Oh, he can tackle right too. He's coming around. No, he's nailed it. He's it's all about the it's all about getting your manoeuvres right, as it is in most racing. But have a look what Lucas has done to this fleet.
I mean, Lucas is a bit of a legend when it comes to kite
absolutely. He comes down here for a bit of a pose, and he'll do a jump here for sure. There he is, over for a win. Far out, these things are quick. Just hold your course.
Holy
here,
dooly,
mate.
here we go again. Another
give
kite straight over. Whew, Jesus!
That's Ben the lunatic.
Holy shiver
Ben the fisherman from Northland. He's
oh, that's that guy.
That's the one that you reckon was hot. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say it online because he's probably going to watch his back.
You need to stop.
Yeah, I know.
You got anything else to talk about?
What are you doing, mate? You got to go through the... What are you doing, you little cheat?
Don't call him
that. You got to go around a mark.
He's all right. He's making his own room.
Nah, little cheat.
He's wiggling his way through the course.
He's just realised he screwed it up completely. Have another crack. You got to go up there, then come through the finish line. You little cheat. Nah, you're going well, Pam. Get into it.
There is just no organisation in this.
That's
this is Bangin the Corners.
There's still people falling over. I think Ben, the bloke that you thought was hot, I think he's just had a stack. Robs has just come down after his little stack down there. We haven't seen Justine. I think she's pulled out. I think she's got some kite issues. Yeah, she's floating. So that little jibe of hers at the first mark turned to custard. So what we have up next, ladies and gentlemen, after all these kite boards are finished, some wind foiling action. Got a great representation of the wind foilers here this weekend. We've got 3 people come all the way
from Hawaii.
Can you believe that?
Cannot believe it. So what, can you just tell our friends at home who are watching or who are stuck at work or in transit right now trying to get home from work, how much breeze we got in here? What about 8, 10 knots?
6 to 40. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. What do you reckon? 8 knots?
I reckon 8 knots right now.
8 to 10.
What did you guys have out there on the race course?
6 to 40. No, it actually blew in. When we first started, it kicked in. I reckon we were up near 15, 18 knots. It was really nice.
It was a bit of a drift off at the start of the day. We were under
Too
8
fast, champion.
2 hours. Just a bit of chit chat there. So I think we just need to do a bit of a shout out though to Georgia, who is hugging the gear with a beach towel right now.
Georgia, our awesome videographer. Lady, she's doing a good job under adverse conditions.
No, we do put a lot of pressure on Georgia, but she delivers.
We will get this sorted out and we'll turn that down.
Yeah,
by the end of this all.
But the thing is though, is that we are using a new system, which I've said before.
Don't blame you.
But I have just had a listen back and I believe the audio is coming through really well. Except for this guy here, who has a very strong Aussie accent, who we'll just try and get him to tone down just a wee bit.
I've got another issue.
What's that?
I don't have the start list for the boards because I didn't think they were coming out.
So old mate,
We're gonna have to wing
dude,
it.
that guy.
Yep. NZL 257. Here we go. We've got 3 minutes to the start of the wind foilers. Looks like we've got 5 wind foilers. We've got this
NZL
bloke.
257. He goes all right.
We've got this bloke and we've got that bloke and another bloke and another young lady. And I know we've got Ollie's out here. We've got JP out here. We've got a few. The kids love it.
Do you love it?
Yeah. So all 3 of the young kids from Hawaii are here.
Yeah.
So the little sail there in the green sail, the bluey green. They call that bluey green.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty
I like
sail. He's a young Hawaiian. We've got the young lady. You'll see her. She's got the sort of orangey sail with the blue bottom, but she's got white sort of yoga pants on. So
All right, we're going to try and get a bit closer to the line so we can bring some.
I'm really sorry because
action.
I've forgotten their names and I haven't got their list. So
You know what? You had one job today.
I know, and I thought I had it.
One job.
So here we go. 2 minutes to go. In a dying breeze, it'll be interesting to see whether these young kids, when I say young, they're 14.
They're young.
And they're foiling. They've come.
This is our last race of Banging the Corners for the afternoon, though.
No school, so they don't have school in Hawaii. They just go foiling all day.
And there's actually quite a few kids have been allowed to have the entire week off to take part in this great event here in the Bay of Islands. Pretty cool to be a kid again.
Yeah, go man, go!
There is a happy foiler.
All you got to do is get second on the jibe mark, and you don't need Viagra. It makes you happy. Well done, Robs. Good job.
Just remember we're PG.
Yeah, we are PG.
PG rated. What time is it? What time is it? Oh, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, they should be doing their homework.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock where you're from.
Australia.
6 o'clock where we're from.
Closet Kiwi.
Closet Kiwi here. Very excited to be here in New Zealand.
We have a lot of kids off the long way back, so
they're just taking it. They're taking it easy. They're just preparing.
Time on distance, so they're going to have to work out when they start pumping. They'll pump like buggery and get up on the foils. Jack, get off the start. You're going to cause chaos there.
And this is the last Bang in the Corners for the afternoon.
Yeah, only just got them out here just to whet their appetite, give them all a little bit of a taste in the dying breeze.
All right, here we go. Get ready. They're starting to get themselves lined up. There's a little bit more pace that they've put on. So basically, what they've done is they've just pulled their sail in. You reckon?
Yeah.
No. Look, here you go. Pump, pump, pump. Pump, pump, pump. Pump, pump, pump. Oh, I think you might be right.
There's one guy up, NZL 257.
Is he going to make it on time or is he going to be
early?
early?
Oh, he cracked it.
A beautiful start.
JP's next. Get into him, son. He's a young Hawaiian kid. So the race is now on. Everyone, apart from the other young Hawaiian, is up and foiling, but we're going to follow the 2 leaders here. JP, I think it's JP Lattasini, I think his name is.
Yeah, that was the one. You spoke to him earlier today. He was pretty excited to be here.
Cool little kid. Ollie at Mayman, young New Zealander in third. So Ollie's Ollie from last year, I remember him.
No, he
oh,
stacked
nailed
it. He's done. He's in.
Screwed up his jibe, so if JP can get his jibe done, he'll be leading this. Come on, son, get into it. Pump.
Pump.
You're going to be leading, mate. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
There he goes. Here's the race now.
And he's
See that?
in the lead.
Ollie's got it. That's what I was saying. Ollie from last year, he's only new to it last year to this year. He's absolutely killing it. Have a go at this for a race. JP's got the inside running. What will he do?
I reckon he's going to do well. No, he'll do well. He'll just pull around nicely. There you go.
Look out, we've got a
absolutely stunning move.
So now the race is on over to here. Who can get it over here first? The guy on the inside, NZL 257.
Oh, JP might have lost it a little bit there.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger kid, the other one on the inside, so he's got a bit more horsepower he can throw at it. I think JP struggles with his height a bit.
Yeah, there's also a difference in their sail size a little bit there as well.
Yeah, but it's all relative to your body weight, I guess. Here he goes, pump it hard. They're really low off this mark, so they're going to have to go a fair way past the tack, but it's who can tack first and cleaner. The clean attack here will JP's pumping.
I reckon JP's going to nail this. Come on, JP. Oh, I don't know. He's struggling a little bit. Oh, Kiwi, not the greatest. Not the greatest tack. Bit slow there.
That every day, wouldn't he? Has he gone early? He might have gone early.
He might have gone early. JP might.
Oh, JP's
Oh,
gone.
JP
Well,
with
look out,
it.
we've got
Oh,
someone. Ollie's coming back into the picture. Go, Ollie!
Go
Back on the inside,
in
mate.
there.
Get back room.
Oh,
there, you can stack the mark. That's all right.
That's all right. He can do that.
Yeah, we make the rules. NZL 257 done quite well. Ollie is back into him. Left Ollie for dead. We rode him off. Now it looks like he might have been caught up on the mark. He's backed himself up.
Yeah, he's got his foil stuck on the mark there, so that's not good. He was nearly in there, but unfortunately he's lost it.
NZL 257. Wish I knew his name.
Just call him Kiwi.
Call him old mate. That's old mate there. Old mate on 257. I really apologise. I'll get me sheet out here a bit later and we'll learn your names.
Oh, there's water
There's a
coming
wave
over
the
is
front.
not great for the gear.
And what's happened here is Ollie is still caught on the mark, so he's done such a good job of getting back into the lead, or he got into the lead, he tacked, but he got his foils wrapped around the chain of the mark, and that just hurts.
I think it hurt to watch as well. You know, he did so well getting back up into there and just lost it. Now he's sitting there. Rescue boat's going over to see if he can give him a hand to get off the mark. All right, so we are now going to sit here at the finish line and
wait for the winner of
Kiwi
race number
lad.
1 of the 2020 Foyle Bay of Islands.
Bangin
the corners racing.
Racing, we're calling it now.
Yeah, it's not a cup at the moment, it's just racing.
It's just racing.
The kids love it. That's what I get a buzz out. The fact that these kids, talking to these kids this morning on the Waszps and these boards, that's what they wanted to do, and I reckon that's sick.
The other thing as well is that the more mature guys in the fleet decided to opt out, pack up and go home. Their muscles were a wee bit sore, but the kids just couldn't get enough and they wanted to keep going.
Bruce you're talking about?
I wasn't going to mention names, but well done.
Yeah, righto.
And
there he
goes
is,
the
old
Kiwi
mate.
lad.
Over for the win. Well done.
Nice one.
So you drop that mark behind you. We'll get JP coming over the line here. He's gone from first, he started second, he went to first, went back to third, back into second. And that's not a bad effort for a young kid of 14 years of age.
Woohoo!
Who also sails a moth and a wasp. He's got it all. Hey?
That's not bad, hey.
How good
I think
would it
we've
be
done well.
How good would it be to be a young kid at this stage of your life
With
this technology? So there you go.
So that was
that's our little shakedown.
That was a pretty good shakedown.
Wasn't bad. Bit of action.
Bit of salt water on the gear.
Yeah, it's all right. It's only salt water. It cleans. It's your gear.
Is it it's self-cleaning, is it?
Hey. We'll show Ollie. Just cruise back around here. We'll show Ollie. He's finally freed himself off the mark.
He's lost a couple of positions
and
though.
Our young lady from Hawaii, which I've forgotten her name too. It's terrible. Too many names here. This is her here in the fancy pants. She's going to go through the finish, but it's not the finish. Keep going. She's done well. She's back in the third spot, but young Ollie, he be shattered. Anyway, where were we?
So where were we? We were saying that it was a great day today. It was a fantastic way to kick off Foyle Bay of Islands 2020. So every day there's practice racing. Wednesday we're going to do a bit of an island tour, an island race like we did last year, a marathon event. Then we're going to have a nice picnic thanks to Explore New Zealand. It's going to be really nice.
We call them beers in Australia.
Yeah, well, we're going to do that too.
Oh.
And then we are back on for the first national championships, which starts on Thursday, and that's the A class. Then followed by the Waszps starts on Friday, and then the kite foils on the weekend. So
Sticking around, we'll be here all week.
yeah, but we don't know how often we're going to do this though. So I guess what you need to do is at around between 4 and 5 each day, tune in, see what's going on.
Now what they need to do is have Live Sail Die on their Facebook page all day.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but I'm glad you did.
Oh, you want hits, mate? And remember to share the hell out of it, like the hell out of it, show your friends, tell your friends.
We want more boats here foiling.
Yeah, get up here if you're in New Zealand or you're close by and can get your boat up here. Get up here because it's going to be a pretty spectacular week, I believe.
And I think even if you can only
And a
turn
hell
up
of a
for the
lot of fun.
weekend, like
Yeah,
if
hell
you
of
can
a
only
lot of
turn
fun.
up the weekend, just like turn up and go for a foil. It's a pretty good way to spend the weekend. Rightio, we're is it?
Yeah.
Well, you're busy. Right, we're gonna cut it there. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you guys.
Thank you,
See you
everybody.
soon.
We'll see
See
you
you for the
soon.
rest of the week. How bad's that? I didn't.